Hey everybody, this is Isensea. Remember how it said or I'll hate you for it, and I'm bringing you another awesome fan game, and again doing it this time with GraviLEE because he, she, it, I don't know, wanted to do another game because we had so much fun that, last time when we did it, that we were just like, hey, why not do it again next weekend, and it wasn't like anybody else was like, hey, I want to do a fan game, so definitely was pretty excited to do this. Couple of things. Sorry I haven't been uploading a whole lot in a while. I know I said I was going to be doing that, but I did get really, really, really sick. And between school, work, and being like retardedly diseased, it was very hard to do anything. And the days just kind of started blending together, and I mean, before I knew it, 4 days had passed, and it felt like it was only about one day or so. But we're going to be playing here on Calderis Refinery. It's going to be another Space Marine versus Imperial Guard. I'm guessing probably the same heroes as last time. And it's going to be another victory point match, 500 points, this time doing random start locations, and we're going to go ahead and hit start here. Thanks to all of the new people who have subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. Every time I look on there and I get one or two more people who are like, you're awesome, man, I like seeing your stuff, and I feel like this is really helping me. And I even had one guy who said that I actually got him interested in playing the game in the first place. So glad to hear that. I think the username was Born Brother or Born Brothers or something. Glad to hear it, man. Welcome. Nice to see a new edition, and I hope you stick around and continue to enjoy the game. So, if I sound a little tired, it is because I am. I just woke up a little bit a while ago, which, I mean, I know it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but again, still kind of recovering. And waking up, So, tossing out the good old GLHF, and of course getting my standard tactical marine squad. I mean, especially against Imperial Guard, there's really no reason to go for that double scout, because the sentinels that they can go for and those guardsmen can just be absolutely devastating to your scouts. So going ahead and getting our power put down this time. I remember last time that I played against him, he did a really good job of gen bashing me. And so this time I think I'm going to be a little bit more wary about that. So, that way he doesn't get a real good opportunity to get really well ahead earlier on. And he chose the Inquisitor, which I'm pretty sure is what he chose last time. And that is my dog Zoe, and she is a sweetheart, but she is incredibly loud. And you can see he's coming over here for the stomp, and he is delaying it. Very smart of him, though choosing the wrong unit to step on. He instead chose the scouts, which is not a good idea for him. Really, probably would have been better for him if he had chosen to go ahead and disable those tactical marines so they could not do the damage that they wanted to. And so yeah, we did an excellent job of pushing him off and protecting our power generators. Again, you could see that he was really looking to get that early damage off on me, which did not go so well for him. And we're going to go ahead and get the assault marines because we are doing very good right now, getting that map control and starting to capture. Again, instead of using our tactical squad, using our scouts, because our scouts are much quicker, they can see much further, and and if we do end up losing them, not nearly as bad of a case as if we had lost our tactical marine squad. This also bought us some good time to send our tacticals back home, let them heal up, and so we can get them nice and quick back out into the field. And as you can see, saw those guardsmen coming, and we got out of there nice and safe. Our assault marines have come out onto the field now, and we're going to couple them with our tactical marines and set them up. I swore I told you to start capturing that, but it must have misclicked. And we are going to run him back this way, and we are going to engage those guardsmen, and we are going to link up our scouts with our force commander. Oh Jesus. And as you can see, he's got those catachans, and we're going to get out of there. You do not want those catachans to engage you in melee. They will just hurt your face. So we did well. We pushed off the guardsman, or not the guardsman, the sentinel with our force commander. Gonna get some damage off here with our force commander against these guardsmen. And we're going to retreat on out of there in an attempt to save Diomedes, because we do not want to lose him very early on. That is not a good idea. So, a neat tip to remember is pay attention to the movement speeds of your units, because sometimes what will happen is you've got one unit that's faster than the other but is also a lot softer, and you've got one that's more tanky, more capable of taking damage and dealing it out at the same time. And what you'll end up doing, and you should always move towards an area regardless, because you really don't want to you don't want to send them moving to a position and have them just kind of walk right past and not do any damage, and set yourself really badly out of position. It's just not real good. You really don't want to do that. So, and we're setting our tacticals out to do this job right now because that would be why. And where's our assault marines? Here we are. And as you can see, we are just focusing down the catachans as best as we can. And we did a very good job, actually. And unfortunately, not paying attention to Captain Diomedes really gonna hurt us in the long run. And so we are now in Tier 3, and we're going to go ahead and get an early Dreadnought. And that way we can force him to engage, or basically we can steal back all of that map control. And as you can see, his Inquisitor just moving out there, and he's got a significant lead in the power. I mean, not the, well, he probably does have a significant lead in power right now too. But we're going to, keep our heads cool and try and get ourselves back in here with the points. Not going to happen. Immediately going to get forced off, sent back home immediately. And something that you should also take into good consideration when you're playing, even as Space Marine, take cover. I mean, if you're a giant metal Hulk in cover, you're almost invincible. I mean, if they can't hit you and they can't do damage to you, and you've got all that health to back it up as well, you're just gonna be, you're gonna wreck everything. And you can see just how easily we forced them back with our Dreadnought. And no doubt right now he is scrambling to get the Infernus pistol upgrade for his Inquisitor. And to that we are going to get Diomedes, his Thunderhammer. Our keyboard, of course, locking up again on us. You can see I'm just absolutely smashing my keyboard, trying to fix this, and it is not working. I can't even click. What the heck? There we go. Finally, we fixed it. And now we've got the Thunderhammer, and we need to start recapturing. Sometimes it feels like, you really have to just kind of do damage instead of choosing to do, or to get your eco back up. And you can see he's baited my Dreadnought here, and my concern is what has he got to respond? And as you can see, not much right now. Ooh, Ogrins. So we're going to engage that with our Dreadnought, and for some reason not Diomedes as well. Don't really know what that was about. But doing a ton of damage to this Imperial Guard army might... Nope. So, but we're going to at least go ahead and deal some pretty good damage. I think he would really have done better if he had gone for that Infernus pistol, which he did just get, but he ends up losing his Inquisitor, which is not something he wanted to have happen. And now you can see he's charging in, and he's gonna get forced right back off because those tactical Marines were there watching and waiting. Just kidding, they were over there. I had been thinking about them. It wasn't like I was just like, haha, I left them there, got lucky. I had been thinking about what to do with them, but at the moment I was very much focused on the engagement over here. And you can see hit the Imperial Sentinel. We're going to pop for the Emperor, do some more damage. And he's going to attempt to repair it, and that's not going to go too well for him, because we've got for the Emperor and Kraken Bolts. And there you go. See, he's going to lose the Imperial Sentinel right there. That is really how you want to be using your Imperial Sentinel, Imperial Guard Sentinel, in more or less a more perfect scenario. But you really should be taking into consideration all of the aspects of the combat. You know, how much health does it have left? How much damage is he capable of doing, and so on and so forth. So, going to go ahead and get a good smite off, just dealing as much damage to those Ogrins initially, because those are really the only things right now I feel threatened by. and rightfully so, because those things can just heavy melee themselves like retards through me. No trouble whatsoever. And as you can see, we repaired our dreadnought all the way up to full health. Always a good idea. Make sure that if you are going to field armor on the field, you've got something to repair it, whether it is your hero or it is I mean, what if it's either, you know, your hero or, you know, like one of your base units, you know. Just, you have to make sure that you do something. And you can see, yep, those Ogrins coming in, and he just did not make that worth it. Not a good engagement for him there. He had the right idea. He just, I don't think, had the proper equipment to handle the situation. Something you got to take into account is that Imperial Guard is much faster than you. They're much cheaper than you. And in the early game, they are going to try and harass you. You know, basically just be as annoying as they possibly can to you. So as long as you can, you know, shut down that ability, you know, you ought to be doing fairly well. Getting just along, or, you know, staying in there just long enough to decap that. Right now, just trying to do every little thing I can to get as much further ahead as I can. And I could go for a second dreadnought. I am choosing not to at this point because I feel that right now my advantage is best pressed going into tier 3. You know, really, Space Marines tier 3, when they get to that point, you really have to, you know, you have to really be careful. I mean, really be careful. And as you can see right there, he snuck in with his Ogrins, and we're going to force melee into them, use fist, or I keep calling it the wrong name, but I know what it is, you know what it is, hopefully. And our Assault Marines took a pretty nice beating, but we're doing fairly good. Our Librarian and our Force Commander just doing so much damage. And you can see those Stormtroopers just trying so hard to get away from those Assault Marines. Not going to happen. He's going to be forced to retreat. And yeah. So right now he's not feeling too wonderful, and especially with me going into tier 3, having those 2 full gen farms. Right now, I guess what I would suggest he would try and do, or he should try and do, is maybe try and tech up, get that Lehman Russ, and try and outrange me as best as he can with it. Just kite me around as much as possible. Just be as annoying. And you can see, there you go. Inferno Bomb. It's not nearly as powerful against Space Marines as it is other races, but it is still fairly powerful. And as you can see right here, we are dropping a drop pod, and the reason why we're doing that is we have more than 100 requisition worth in damage to our units. And whenever you have a situation like that, drop pod just becomes invaluable. You reinforce all nearby units. The only extra cost is that red power, and gives you a really good benefit. So And you can see one of my scouts had died, and we're engaging him fairly well. Plasma guns just doing so much damage to those Ogrins, and I was kind of on the cautious side, decided to keep half of my army back because I was afraid that he had some kind of trap for me, and I didn't really want to get caught out in the open, or with my pants down, really. Because, you know, whenever you're behind like that, you really want to do something tricky, come out and be like, hi-yo, guess what I've got? Something to kill you. Now we're getting out our Space Marine Predator, just covering all of our bases. If he does get that Lehman Russ, I would like to have something. You know, just so I can shell him in case, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run! And you can see, yeah, he's using his, not librarian, his, Inquisitor's abilities. She's a very ability-heavy, leader to take into the fight. Not particularly wonderful at everything, but with her abilities to, you know, kind of enhance how things are going out on the field, just making her so dangerous. Not something you really want to jack around with, especially as Space Marine, because those abilities like locking you down in place and suppressing you, or doing like this damage over time, stuff like that, just a real pain. And we're going to take those guys, draw them into, or force them into melee. And yeah, as you can see, just not a good engagement for him overall. Not really because of bad positioning, but more or less because, you know, kind of fell behind in the game, in the match. Didn't have the units that he, she, it, I don't know, would have really have wanted. Don't take offense to that, please. It's just a joke. But yeah, overall, a very fun match for me. I had a blast playing it. But yeah, always try and be encouraging. Be well-mannered. I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, you know, so-and-so is just so bad and everything, and blah, 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 why'd you even... No, I don't want to hear it. This is a fan game. It's for fun. I want to play with you guys, and that's the whole point of this. You know, enjoy. Okay? And if you learn something from it, that's great. I'd like to, yeah, and he says he wants to do another one, so, you know, after that game I had so much fun, I don't see why not. So we're going to go ahead and, after this one, go and do a fan game number 3. But yeah, a real fun game, just kind of more or less didn't, you know, kind of fell behind a little. Had a couple of bad engagements, just really didn't recover from it from there, and it's not so much his fault as it was, you know, that's kind of sometimes just how games goes. I know I have that issue sometimes, every once in a while, especially against Tyranids. Those, from what I heard, they're like the hard counter to Space Marines, and you know, just kind of, I don't get enough practice against them in the first place, because not very many people like to play the Tyranids on ranked matching. But anyway, I had a blast playing this game, and GraviLEE, I hope I am saying your name right. I had a lot of fun playing this game. I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and, you know, and then go ahead and record, or the next game with you, probably in opposite, never mind, you know what I mean. Anyway, if you like this match, like this video, go ahead and leave a like. It makes me feel good every time I say, oh, I got a like, If you'd like to chat me up, talk to me, say, hey, I'd like to do a fan game with you. You can send me an inbox thing or send me or leave a comment on the video. I will be looking around, trust me. Um, and we'll set a date, when we're both available, and and what kind of game you want to do, like if it's a 2v2 or if you want to 1v1 me or something, or you want to do a 3v3 and bring a friend. I don't care. And yes, I do let I will let you, if you want to go ahead and get on like Skype and stuff and input your own voice into the video if that's really what you would like to do. The reason why we didn't do it in this video is because GraviLEE respectfully declined, wanting to do so, and that's fine. If you feel like that makes you too nervous, I'm fine with that. I understand that completely because I know I play my best when I am not trying to cast a game at the same time. And that is absolutely true. But you know what? I feel like it makes me a better player if I can go ahead and commentate this and play a game and win at the same time. But anyway, I keep rambling. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, also if you love these videos and you'd definitely like to see more, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And there will definitely be more videos to come. So thank you, partners. This is Isensea. Remember, I said or I'll hate you for it, and I'll catch you later.